If you've been in any friend group before, you've probably noticed a trend. Usually there is one member who is honestly complete garbage at video games. Fortunately for me, I am that friend. Whatever game I play, especially my friends would tell you if I'm playing Sea of Thieves, I'm complete garbage. I am incapable of producing results in any fashion. It really puts me at an interesting spot when I try to play a video game. Obviously, they look tons of fun to me, and I want to try and play them, but it's just my lack of skill that kind of compromises that fun. For a while, I kind of had that mindset. I would hesitate to play video games just because I was frankly scared of losing. But today, I will change that. I will start my journey today to become better. When taking on this journey, I need to select a game to get started. Okay, so a quick note before I get started. I should discuss the format of these videos. This is a one-of-a-kind video, so this is like an introduction of sorts. Afterwards, I'm going to focus on a game specifically. I'll be more specific in the next episode, but think of this video as a launching off point, showing more struggles than improvement. This is what it's like to be bad, but not really my improvement and learning process just yet. Now let's get back to the video. First off, I would have to pick between whether I want to play a single player or multiplayer game. Then I'm going to decide what genre are within those types, and then even what game specifically. When choosing this, I wanted to pick a genre that I've struggled like no other, but pick a fun game within that genre that I could start with before moving on to more hardcore games. I've struggled with plenty of genres. I barely even tried MOBAs. I played like one League game and I gave up. And I've struggled with Soulsborne games also. I've basically rage quit some of those bosses, and I'm probably a million times worse than you are, usually opting for something more chill instead. But don't worry, I will cover those games in due time. However, there is one genre that I am hopelessly awful at: shooters. No matter if it's a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter, I am guaranteed to be awful. Game sense? In the mud. Mechanical skill? Never been worse. If I wanted to become good at video games, I would first have to become good at shooters. In fact, as shooters are one of the most popular games in existence, it is paramount I become adept at them to improve overall at games. Now, shooting games isn't an answer, obviously, so I must narrow it down to a singular game I'm going to focus on. I wanted to pick a game that would be fun throughout the journey of improvement. Likely this first game would take a while, so I needed a game which I could play for a while and not get frustrated or bored. Lucky enough for me, the time was just right for this journey. Okay, quick transition time. I need to explain a quick concept on why the timing of the game is so important. To illustrate this, I'm going to split the overall gamer population of each game into two categories: competitive and casual. I'm sure these categories are somewhat self-explanatory, but I'll give a short explanation for each. The competitive gamer, in this sense, has the experience, the drive, and the skill level to be competitive in their game. The casual player, meanwhile, is missing at least one of those things, if not more. It's a little different from how people popularly use these terms, but the definition is going to be sufficient in how we use them here. The biggest difference between competitive and casual players is the staying power. This is where time comes into play. When a new game comes out, a burst of casual players join. They have from 0 to 2 of the traits I mentioned. When they gain experience, they become competitive players. However, as I have 0 of these traits, I need a lot of casual players so that I can play with the casual players who don't have all 3 of the traits. To achieve this, I need a relatively new game. There is one game that recently came out, which is a shooter, which has proven to be fun for everyone. This game is Marvel Rivals, and I intend to make it the first game of my series. So, as Marvel Rivals came out, I decided to load up the game and try it out. As I have to get to level 10 before I can get to comp play, which will be my main method of improvement, I head to quick play. Here's my general experience playing this, and it's a compilation of sorts. Have fun watching it. So it looks like that's a E. Oh, behind me. Yes. This guy's a little goofy. That's for sure. Rocket Raccoon? Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. So, as you can see, I struggled a bit. I have kind of flowed with the strategist role, but obviously I've tried other roles too. Just so you know, I've put some new gameplay in the back of the discussion. This isn't from my original playing, so you can see some of my new gameplay. Enjoy those. I figured I needed to improve two things: my overall game sense and my technical skill. To improve these and to have more fun in general in the game, I decided to main strategist. But I'll give details in the next episode. Don't worry on any of the details on who I'm gonna main, and if I'm maining Jeff, don't worry, I'm not. Anyways, I noticed that just as expected, my aim was abysmal. Now I needed a plan of attack. I first needed to get to ranked and then improve my aim as well as my game sense. To do this, wait, this isn't for this video, sorry. This video is just going to end right there. So check me out next time and you'll see how I try to improve at Rivals. Oh, and before I'll also be streaming a bit, maybe. So if you want to check my progress even more, you can follow my Twitch. Anyways, see ya!
Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to try to do a mix of content from now on, and if you guys have any ideas or suggestions of games you'd like me to play, I love to play them. And any sort of questions or tips in the comments would also be appreciated. And I just hope all of you guys have a wonderful day. See you guys later.